Well, thanks, Jailyn, for agreeing to be a part of our interview. We are excited to hear about your experiences
Happy to be here.
in Houston.
So I know that everyone at Ann Richards loves it when you come to alumni days. Like, especially in our grade, everyone's like, oh my gosh, I hope Jailyn's going to be in our panel. I hope she tells us about her life and everything. And so I was just wondering how it feels when you come back to Ann Richards.
It feels good. It's kind of like, when you go there, you're like, oh, I'm never coming back here. And then when you graduate, it's like you miss it. Like you miss the teachers, you miss the people, you miss the administrators even. You miss it. So it feels good every time I walk through those doors.
Are you looking forward to coming back as a college graduate?
I am. Because we were in the first graduating class, there was never anyone older than us. So I felt kind of like I always wanted that older person to be there to tell me what it was going to be like, but there was never that for us. So I've always wanted to be that for the girls that are in school now, so that they can be able to ask me questions about my experience in college like y'all are doing.
And then I know a lot of Ann Richards girls wonder about what academics are like in college compared to Ann Richards. Mm-hmm. And so was it more challenging overall, or did it vary by your class?
Honestly, Ann Richards was probably way harder. I would say Ann Richards was like 5 times harder academically than college is. That's just my opinion. Maybe it's just the school I go to, I don't know. But when I got here, I was almost surprised at how easy it was. And when I say that, I mean course load wise. Like, Ann Richards had a lot more homework than I get here.
So far, what have you learned about yourself during college? And if you could tell yourself something, if you could tell your senior self something, what would it be?
Ooh, that's a good question. You learn a lot about yourself during college, and I think not only as a college student, but transitioning from Ann Richards and transitioning just as a woman, I think you're bound to learn a lot about yourself. Like, you can't avoid it. I think I've learned through organizations and being involved, I've learned kind of what my skill set is and where I fit best. So it's made applying for jobs and internships a lot easier. So you learn about that, romantic relationships. You learn a lot about yourself through that. You learn a lot about yourself with your relationship with money. Yes, you'll learn very quick what your relationship with money is.
You said you learned a lot about your skill sets. What do you think some of your
skill
sets are?
I'm a criminal justice major, but I work in IT now, and I didn't expect to end up in IT. And a lot of times when I tell people I work in IT, they always ask me what my major is, and they expect it to be like computer science or something like that. But I'm really just a nerd. So I learned that about myself. I'm a nerd when it comes to computers, so I was able to learn that about myself. And then when that opportunity came up for that job, I ended up fitting right in, and I've been with them for almost 2 years now.
What do you think that we should be wary of or excited about on a new college campus?
You should be excited about making lifelong memories, making lifelong friends. I mean, the social aspect of college is, something you can never, you'll never get that back. You have to cherish that, and that's why I always say I'm not in a rush to graduate, because you have to really cherish those moments. Because when you graduate, it becomes very real, very, very real. They are not playing. Your parents are not playing with you when they say stay young. They are not playing, okay? Make sure you stay focused, because there are a lot of distractions in college, and a lot of people, they say they're not going to do a lot of things, and they end up doing it when they get to college. So I would just say be careful of that. Definitely stay on top of your grades. That's important, They say it's not really important beyond college unless you want to get into grad school or something like that. But if you're like me, you need scholarship money, it's important that you stay on top of your grades, because that's how you get scholarship money.
Do you remember the mission statement?
Whoa. Give me a minute.
We can start it if you want.
Yeah.
I know it's the Ann Richards School for Young Women Leaders, dedicated to...
You put it on the spot.
Okay, tell me the first line. I could probably get the rest.
The Ann Richards School for Young Women Leaders dedicates itself to
preparing young women to attend and graduate from college, commit to a healthy and well-balanced lifestyle, lead with courage and compassion, solve problems. Wait, did I miss one?
No.
And solve problems creatively and ethically in support of our global community.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day. I know you have a lot of things going on in college. And yeah, so
Yeah.
you are very remembered at
Yeah.
Richards, so just know that. And yeah, thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
Thanks for coming.
Mhm.